Hi, I'm Max and I'm one of the mortgage brokers from Golden Eggs Home Loans, where we like to help educate and guide you to buy and hold more property over the long run. Now today's topic is it risky to use a guarantor? And this is part 1 of 3. Now the short answer is that yes, of course it's risky. But as a parent, I prefer to use the guarantor option over giving a gift. But I want you to understand why and how it all works. Now the first thing to understand is the benefits of being a guarantor in the first place. You have faster entry into the housing market because you don't have to wait until you've saved up the deposit. You've also got a higher borrowing capacity. So your borrowing capacity is limited by your income rather than by the size of your deposit. The third is you actually have a much lower cost of buying property because you don't pay lender's mortgage insurance, which we'll explain in another video. Importantly though, it avoids gifts being lost in the case of a relationship breakdown. Now we all hope that relationships are going to last forever, but the reality is that a good number of them don't. And usually when it comes to giving a gift, being a guarantor is only one set of parents are involved. And that means they're effectively, when you hand over cash, you're giving away half the money to another person, unless you've got a separate legal agreement to protect you from that. Also, of course, it avoids chasing kids for repayment if you've actually made a family loan. Now, I know I personally would much rather bank chase my kids for money than have me doing it for them. But being a guarantor does sound scary. So we need to look at the risks and the costs. And that depends on the type of guarantor that we're using. So let me go into detail on the different types of guarantors that we have. So firstly, there's 3 main types. And one of those can be broken down into a further 3 subtypes. The 3 main types are firstly a servicing guarantor. Now a servicing guarantor literally means that you make the payments when your kids don't. Now that's a really terrible idea. It just means that one missed payment and suddenly cash flows are getting hit and you've got potential to cause problems within the family, which you don't need. As a result of that, most banks actually don't allow you to do this anymore. So no one is going to ask you to make a repayment on a guarantor loan. Now the second type is called a security guarantor. And this is where you offer a property or another asset as additional security so the bank is comfortable to lend the money to the original borrowers. Now that's the one where there's 3 different types. We'll go into those later. The third main type is actually servicing and security together. But as we said before, because servicing guarantees a bad idea, then mixing it together with the security is also obviously a bad idea too. So that shouldn't be done. Now in the next part, I'll explain the 3 types of security guarantee in more detail. I'm Max Phelps from Golden Eggs Home Loans, and we love to help you grow your golden eggs.